Okay, everyone. So welcome to your first class on MS Office. In MS Office, we will cover four different topics or four different softwares. What are those softwares? First, we have MS Excel. Then you will learn about PowerPoint. After that, you will learn about Word. After that, finally, you will learn about Outlook. So these are the four softwares, the four basic softwares which you will be learning for you to do anything. In Qatar, if you want to get any desk job, MS Office is a must. You must know specific things. If you are taking a job in bank, they will ask you whether you know Excel Advanced. So Excel Advanced means what? How to use formulas, how to mix formulas, how to use date functions, how to use VLOOKUP functions, HLOOKUP functions, XLOOKUP functions, and all these things. So in this entire course, you will learn everything about those things. So we will teach you not only the understanding of Excel, but we will teach you how you can use this Excel and then make yourself useful in a job. So we are teaching you with respect to job in here. Okay. So if you go to any company, you should be able to do any job if they provide you with Excel. So to start with, we're going to start with the workspace. So what is Excel? How you can work on with Excel? As soon as you open Excel, you will be taken to this place. We call this as the home section. If you open Excel, it will take you to this workspace. In this workspace, you see that we have home, new, open, info, save, all these different options we have. In these different options, you see that if I'm clicking on home, it will show me a new section and it will show me recent sections. New section means if you want to create a new file, you will click on new and you will create a new file like this. If you want to see recent files which you have worked on, you will see these files which you have worked on recently, whatever you have worked on. New is this top section taken and it's expanded. If I click on new, that new section over in home, you see this is the section which is taken and is expanded like this. They take and they expand this. This becomes your new. Same thing here, it's expanded. You want to add any template, you can search for that template in here, it will give you the template. For example, you want to manage your grocery list. So you just type list, it will bring you all the templates which are having list in them. You search for, let's say, financial report. You just search for report, hit enter, it will give you all the reports. You want calendar, you type calendar and hit enter, it will give you all the list of calendars. So this is an online template which you can use in order to bring this in Excel and you can work with Excel. This is about new. Then we have open. Open will give you all the recent files which you have opened till now. With date, this time you have opened this file. This date, this time you have opened this file. This date, this time you have opened this file. So every single day or time, whichever you have worked on that sheet, it will show you that in this specific section, which is your open section. If you want to know more about the information of the file, you click on info. It will give you all the information of the file. By whom it was created, who was it last modified, what is the location of the file. So when you click on this, it will show you where this file is located in your computer. Sometimes when you're working with this file, you don't know where exactly the file is. Is it in my computer? Is it in desktop? Is it in downloads? Where exactly it is? So you click on this open file location, it will show you exactly where it is. It's in desktop. And within this, you will find that file. I don't know where it is. Basics to intermediate must be somewhere in here. There it is. So you can just click on file open location. It will show you where that file is. And then from here, you can search that file easily. Okay, so this is how you can find anything from the file bar. This is about your info. We will talk about these things also in a minute, but not now. We will talk about this later. Now let me go back. Okay, so this is your basic understanding. Now, why we use Excel? why we use Excel. Let's understand this. Previously, people were using ledgers. These were all ledgers. Ledgers means what? Ledgers means book in which they will keep all their stats. Previously, old days, you go to tailor for stitching clothes. What they will do, they will not have computer. They will have like a notebook. So they open the notebook, they will set the size, neck this much, torso this much, waist this much, legs this much, and then they will stitch, correct? This is ledger. This is what book is. This book, when people were keeping, problems were coming. Problem means, let's say this was kept by my father. Now my father, he leaves job. I'm going in place of his job. Now when I go to his job, I don't understand handwriting. Handwriting, I can't understand. Numbers, I can't understand. So this problem was there. Also the book lost, gone. Book kept somewhere, gone. All information gone. So because of this problem, what people did, they thought of doing the same thing in a software which will be there forever. It will be there virtually forever. As long as you have the computer, as long as you have the pen drive, it will be there forever. So what to do, they thought, and they created Excel. So Excel is nothing but it's a ledger keeping software or a bookkeeping software. You can keep all the information. You can keep all the numbers in this spreadsheet. So this is just like this ledger. This Excel is just like the ledger. You can also see this. So if you see a ledger book, you see lines, columns, same thing here also. Lines, columns, everything. Same thing. So these are nothing but ledgers. All these ledger books, okay? So all these ledger books, see, it has columns. In your, in your school days also, you must have seen these books. So all these are ledger books. So this Excel is like a ledger book only, but digital asset. You're taking the physical asset, copying it and making it into a digital asset. So this is the ledger book only. Now you see what are the different things in here. You see in a ledger book, I am working on this sheet. I want to go to the next. This is 49 page, correct? This is 49, 48 page, 49 page. I want to go to 50 page. So what I will do, I will move the page, correct? I'm pressing and I'm moving the page. So I'm doing this, I'm moving the page. Here also you can do the same. How? By going to the down and you can click on the next page. These are all different pages. We call these as spreadsheets. So here we have the ledger book is there. And if you want to go to the next page, you click on this button, it will take you to the next page. Now in this, I want to see the index. Index means at which page is what, index page. So when you open a book, it will show you all the index, introduction, this, page number also it will give. If you want to go there, what you need to do, you need to go to this arrow keys and you need to right click on these arrow keys. If you right click, it will give you all the index. When you want to go to that specific page, double click, it will take you to that page. You right click on here and then you go to whichever page you want, double click, it will take you to that page. Understood? So this is taking you to that page, or it's bringing you to a different page when you are right clicking on this and you're selecting these different pages. This is about your book, the understanding. Same book, you see, this is the book, correct? In Excel, we call the complete book as workbook. Workbook means it's a file which has all worksheets in it. We call this as workbook. These pages which you see, these are what we call them as worksheets. So this is a workbook and this is a worksheet. Workbook means the entire book, which has different pages. All these pages. How do you know the book name? Book name will be given on top, you see. So this is the book name, Basics to Intermediate P1. This is the workbook. All these are work pages or worksheets. Worksheet, work pages, and this is a workbook. So that is about why Excel was introduced. Excel was there to keep data. So you don't need book. You need a laptop with this. You can make notes, save it. Tomorrow, your computer lost, no problem. You can log into your account, and with your logged in account, you can get all the data back. Okay? This is the specialty of using Excel. Now in Excel, you have these things. What are these things? Let's see. The first thing which you see in here on your top section, we call this as Quick Access Toolbar. QAT, Quick Access Toolbar. Quick access means when you click, it will quickly give you the access for that function. You don't have to search for it in here, different places. You don't have to search. You can simply go in here and you can select anything and it will give you the results. So that is about your quick access toolbar. Now with this quick access toolbar, you can add any function or you can remove any function. How? By clicking on this button. This is the customized quick access toolbar button. You click on that button, and from here, you can select more commands. You see, more commands. If you click on this, it will give you all the functions, whichever you have in here, like this. I want to remove everything, so I will select remove this also. Okay, nothing is there. Now, if you want to add functions, you click on this, and then you click on automatically save. Now you click, select new, you click, select open. You can add as many as you want. Okay. You can also click on more commands, and from here you can choose these commands. Anything, and you can add. And then click on OK. This will also add. So you can quickly access the functions in here, or you can remove by selecting, going to more commands, clicking on that specific thing, and clicking on remove to remove that file or remove that function. So you can add or remove function in such way. So you can add the function or you can remove the function. Simple. Now you see. Then we have something called as menu bar. What do you mean by menu bar? Menu bar will allow you to use different functions. This is a home menu bar, insert menu bar, draw menu bar, page layout menu bar, formulas menu bar, data, review, view, help. All these are different menu bars. Each menu bar will have these ribbon. Ribbon means what? This button. You see, the white section comes in, white section is going away. So the section which is coming and going away, this is what we call it as a ribbon. This is what we call it as a ribbon. Within ribbon, if you double click, it will hide. If you double click, it will show. If you double click on the tab, it will hide the ribbon. If you double click on the tab, it will show. This is what we call it as a ribbon. Inside ribbon, we have groups. Clipboard group, font group, alignment group, number group, styles group, cells group, editing group, analysis group. In the instructions manual, they will say, go to data menu tab, go to text functions, go to or text functions group, then go to text to columns. This is what the steps will be shown. Data menu tab, this is data menu tab. Under here, you have data tools, not this one. Let's say data tools. Go to data tools group. So data tool, is it get transform, queries, data types, sort and filter, data tools. So this in data tools, I have text to columns. So this is text to columns. So if I tell you go to data menu tab, you have to think, oh yes, I have to go to data menu tab. From data menu tab, you have to go to this group. Which group? Data tools. Under data tools group, I have text to functions or text to columns. All these buttons are functions. Means what? You see, I have this button. If I press this button, gone, power gone. Function button. If I press this button, AC gone. AC button. If I press this button, computer gone, computer function. Understood? All these are buttons. Every button is doing one thing. This is power for computer. This is power for AC. Laptop button, power for laptop. Correct? Every button is doing their own function. Similarly, in here, it's like this. If I go to home, in home tab, you will find everything. Clipboard, all clipboard functions, you will find in here. All font functions, you will find in here. All alignment functions, you will find in here. Number functions, you will find in here. If you want to do anything with number, you go to number function, you do and changes in here, number will change. Okay. So this is why we call it as ribbon plus. Ribbon plus means ribbon plus groups. Ribbon plus. Okay. Now we will go to the name box. This is what name box. Okay. To understand name box, let's consider that we are calling Talabat. Talabat we are calling. My street number is 814. My street number is 814. Villa number 26. Giving an example. My street number is 814 and villa number is 26. Now what they will do? They will come to you exactly on that location and they will give you food, right? In Excel, that location is what we call it as in name box. To give you an example, I'm selecting any cell in here. If I click on any cell, it says G6. Yes, right? G6. What is this G6? It is the address of the cell. What does the address mean? It means that it is in G Street, villa number 6. Understand? So this letters which you see, these are what we call this as column. These letters which you see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, all these are columns. These numbers are your rows. When you are ordering anything, when you want to go to that specific cell, you just write the column name and row number, it will take you there. H99 or J99, press enter. It's going to take me to J99 cell. I want to go to A1 cell. I will go A1, it will take me to A1 cell. So if I'm writing J88 or maybe J890, it will take me to J890th cell. If I want to go to A1 again, A1, it will take me to top end. Understood? So here we are changing the values, changing the set, changing the information based on the name box. If you want to change this value, H7, it will take you to H7. If you change this value, U77, it will take me to U77. A1, if I write A1, it will take me to A. So all these things are happening in the name box. We call this as name box. Columns are letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Rows are numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Understood? So rows are always numbers and columns are always letters. When we combine both of them, it will become cell. Cell means what? Cell is column plus row. This becomes cell. I'm clicking somewhere. Where I'm clicking on a cell. Which cell I'm clicking? I'm clicking on G17. G column 17 row becomes one cell. This is G17 cell. This is P10 cell. This is F12 cell. This is B19 cell. You should not say B19, B21, say B19, say M2, say M2, P24. You should not say 24, 34, 112. You should not say like this. In Qatar, most of the companies who I have worked with, they are saying, go to F22. It's not like that. You should say F22. Numbers will be clear. In US, whenever we are working with these different auditing sheets, they will never say 22, 44, 428. No, you should tell me the number. P44, P77, P64, like this. Okay. So this is how we will be giving. So where are we going? Cell, we are giving this in here. Name box, if you give the cell name, automatically it will take you there. Now, beside that, we have formula bar. Formula bar will give you the true value of the cell. For example, I am selecting the cell. I want to add something on this cell. If I want to add something, I can add in two different ways. I can click on formula bar and I can write what I want. Or I can select the cell and double click and then I can write anything I want. Both will work. If I click on the cell and then click on the formula bar and then I type something, it will work. If I double click on the cell and then write, it will still work. So you can write information in two different ways. How? You can double click or you can single click and then give the function. Understood? Now in this specific function or the way of doing things, you will see, I'll show you a few things in here. The name, the formula bar which you see, this is the actual value of the cell. The other thing which you see, the thing which you see on the cell is not the actual value of the cell. What do I mean by this is this. You see, it says 143. If I click, it says 143, true value. If I click on this, it's not 271. It is actually a function. What is the function? It says equals 99 plus 172. This is the function which we have. The answer to this function is this. So what is this formula bar? Formula bar will give you the actual value of the cell. Now, let's say, for example, I'm writing equals and I'm writing a function. I'm giving an example. I'm writing a function. Is this cell value 27122? Is it correct? If someone is asking, you will click and you will see. No, this is a formula. This is not a number. It's a formula, you will say. How do you say it's a formula? By using the formula bar. Okay. How you can do that? Or double click. If you double click also, it will show you the formula. You will not have enough time to double click every single cell. So you can simply single select the cell and you can see the formula. Okay. So this is about the formula bar and the name box. Then we have this sheet. If I'm selecting one cell, I will be calling this as a cell. If I'm selecting two or more cells, I will call this as range. If I'm selecting two or more cells, I will call that as a range. If I'm selecting many cells and it has data in it, all the cells has data in it, and I'm selecting also, this becomes an array. Array means collection of cells which has data inside or something written. This array means ARRAY. We call it as an array. This is an array. This is an array. This is a cell. This is range. It's not an array, it's a range. That means it's nothing written inside, blank cells. So this is a range. Understand? You can call this as a range, you can call this as an array, you can call this as a cell. One cell, one or more, range. Range has value inside, we call it as array. Okay. Now let's go to tabs and groups. These are all tabs. Home tab, Nisreen, insert, you see Nisreen. This tab I have created. How do you create your own tab? Let's see. Okay. So let's say we want to create our own tab. Now here I have written Nisreen. I want to create my own menu tab. First, I need to understand how can I bring or hide the menu tabs. So if you want to hide the menu tabs, you have to right click on the menu tab. Right click. So when you right click, it will show you all these different options. In these different options, we will select customize the ribbon. If you click on hide quick access toolbar, this top will go away. So don't press that. Accidentally, if you press, click on that again, it will bring you back. If you click on this accidentally, this will hide the top bar. If you want to bring back, right click and select that same thing again. Now, I want to customize this menu bar. So what I will do, I will right click on here and I will select customize the ribbon. Customize the ribbon. As soon as I click on customize the ribbon, now you see, we are right clicking on here and selecting customize the ribbon. As soon as I click on customize the ribbon, you see what will happen? It will give me all these functions. It's going to give me home, Nisreen, insert, draw, page, layout, view, all these blah, blah, blah. Right? So we're getting so many options. Now you see what will happen? I'm going to uncheck or click on this tick bar. And then I will tick all these and clicking. Now if I press OK, what will happen? All are gone. Only home is there. I want to bring back. I will right click, select customize the ribbon, and I'm going to check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then click on open. All these are back. Understood? So you can bring back anything, or you can make it hide by right clicking on it and selecting customize the ribbon. Now in here, I want to create my own menu tab. Okay, what's your name, bro? Walid. Okay. Uh, Pushpa and Walid. We have two students in here. I will be creating a new menu tab under your both name. Okay. So for this, what I will do is I will click on this new tab. These are all tabs. If I click on new tab, so you see what will happen? A new tab is created. Now, small thing to remember. If you're going to shopping, let's say Lulu, you want to buy so many things. You're going to Lulu. You are buying cat food. You are buying clothes. You are buying food. You are buying pan. Everything you're buying. But there is no place to hold them. You cannot hold everything, right? Because so many things you cannot hold. What do? You bring trolley, correct? Similarly, in here, it's the same thing. If I'm trying to add any function without trolley, it will not allow. It will say, no, bring trolley. Then only we will give you. So how do we bring trolley is by clicking on this function, new group. Here group means what? Trolley. You will bring the trolley and then you add some other functions. How many functions you want to add, you can add. But you have to add only in trolley. Without trolley, it will not add. So how do we add that is by using this new group. If you want to remove, you can click on this, it will remove. If you want to add a new group, you click on this new group. It will create a new group for you. Under this new group, you can add anything. Now I will change this new group tab to Pushpa and Walid. So I'm going to select, I'm going to click on rename. Now, is it LED? Correct. So now I'm writing Pushpa and Walid in here. Okay, I see Pushpa and Walid. It's coming under this new group. You can create as many trolleys as you want. Not only one, you can create many trolley. You can click on customize the ribbon. From here, you can create a new trolley, new group. Okay, this is a new tab actually. Let me remove this. New group. And you can create as many new groups you want. And you can add as many functions you want. Okay. Now when I click on OK, now you see push on all these functions are ready. Okay. Now, if you want to remove or you want to hide, you don't want to remove it. You just want to hide this. Let's say. Okay, just a second. Is it cold for you? Is it cold for you? Wait, I'll just bring this down. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Because I'm feeling hot now. I'm feeling hot now. Okay. All right. I'll turn this off. Or should I keep it like this? Is it coming to you now? No, right? It's fine. Okay, good. So now you see that in here, I'm writing your names. By writing the names, I have a one problem. What problem I have? If I'm taking this to someplace else, I don't want this name to be shown. I don't want my boss to see this name. So what I will do? I will right click and I don't want to delete also. I don't want to delete. I just want to hide. So how do I hide is by clicking on customize the ribbon and checking this name beside checkbox. tick mark, I will click. If I click on tick mark, it will go away. Now if I press OK, it's hidden. You want to bring back, you right click on here, select customize the ribbon, and then you click on the name and click on OK. This will bring back. Easy. So this is about adding the names to your menu tab. Okay. Let us do this again. I want to add new tab. Let's say under my name, right click, customize ribbon. From here, I will click on new tab. New tab is created. You can rename it by clicking on rename. Now I'll change this to Salaam. New group is there. If you want to rename also, you can rename it. Group Salaam. And now I can add anything I want. And then click on OK. Salaam, right? Now, if you want to delete, you can select name and you can click on remove. If you want to delete permanently, if you want to hide, you can unclick and you can click on OK. This will hide. So this is how you can remove any function or you can hide any function. Okay. So that is about this. Now we'll come to editing data. Editing data means what? In here, there are three functions, simple functions we'll talk about. You see that if I am going to write a name, okay, I'm going to write a name in here. You see where the data is coming. Data is coming on the left side. It's coming from the left side. Left side, it's happening. I'm not giving any orientation. I'm not giving any alignment. Default alignment. It's going to left automatically. If I write number, automatically going to right. Do I give any alignment? No alignment, nothing. I have not given, for this also I have not given any alignment. For this also I am not giving any alignment. Still going to right. Now I will write true. It's coming in the center. If I write true or false, it's coming in center. If I write number, it's going to right. If I write text, it's going to left. If I write date, it will again go to right. It's going to right again. This is how Excel interprets data, classify data. So someone is coming in class. Someone is coming in. Oh, there is a girl. Please sit on that side. Please sit in the corner seat. Boy is coming. Oh, please sit on the side, on the aisle side, you said. Aisle side. This is aisle side. That is the window side, for example. Even in airplane, few window seats are reserved for specific people. Let's say handicapped people or people who are not able to walk properly. First few seats are reserved for them. This is what? Categorize. So data is categorized according to the privilege. Text will go automatically to left. Number will come automatically to right. Boolean value, true or false, will come in the center. Date will go again to right. This is how data is being interpreted. Now in here, let's say I want to write list, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, list. I want to add. So what I can do is I can simply select the list. Now I'm going to add the list. Now you see, I'm going to write the list Monday. I'm writing the list Monday. When I write Monday, I will click on Monday. And now you see, if I click on the edge, this arrow is changing, white arrow is changing to black arrow. Correct? This white arrow is changing to black arrow. And once it changes to black arrow, if I click and drag this down, you see what is happening? Automatically names are coming. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, automatically names are coming. In here, if I write January, and then if I click and drag down, automatically list is coming. February, March, April, May, June, July. Understood? So here, the names which you give, the names which you are giving will be equivalent, or whatever you write in here, if you drag down, automatically list will come. This is what we call it as autofill. We'll talk about this later also. But for now, you understand. If I'm writing something and bringing it down, automatically list is created. Manager 1, manager 2, manager 1. And then when I drag down, automatically list will come. 2, 3, 4, 5. Student 1, student 2. You write student 1. Student and then drag down. Student 2, student 3, automatically list will come. Understood? So this list is automatically there in Excel. That is why it is coming. Now in here, you see I have this Monday to list, Monday to Thursday list. In this, wherever Monday is coming, Monday list, wherever Monday is coming, I don't want Monday to be written. I want holiday to be written. Instead of Monday, I want holiday to be written. Or instead of Friday, I want holiday to be written. I don't want Monday to be right. I want to write this holiday. Instead of Monday, holiday. Monday, holiday. So I want to search wherever this function is there, and I want to change this to holiday, right? So how do I do this? So for doing it, we will be going to replace function, find and replace function. So now you see, I'm having this list, okay? So I'm going to create this entire list. I have this huge list. Every here and there, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday written. I want to change Monday in one click. So what I will do is I will select this entire list. Click and drag to select the entire list. Once it's selected, I will click on select and find. Under your home tab, you have select and find. From your select and find, you will click on this replace. You find this replace. You click on this replace function. As soon as you click on replace, you will see that we have replace function shown. In this replace function, you will see find what? Find Monday. Find Monday. Once you have written Monday, replace with what? We're going to replace this with holiday. So I'm writing holiday. Once it's done, you click on replace all. 22 replacements were done. Now you see all Mondays are changed to holidays. You will never see Monday in here. All are already changed to holiday. You can do the same thing. You can do the opposite now. Change holiday to Monday. Change holiday to Monday. You can also do the same thing. You can also remove them. Wherever Monday is there, remove them. So we can select Monday and then you go to replace with nothing. Replace with nothing. Click on replace all. It will remove all the Mondays. Understand? So this is how you can give replace function. Replace function can also be used by using a shortcut. That shortcut is Control H. So if you press Control H, it will do the exact same thing, replace function. You have one more function, Control F. Control F will give you find. Find will only not change, it will only show you. This is there. So if I want to find, there's no Monday. If I want to find holiday, let's see. Holiday, if I want to find, we couldn't find. Oh, because we removed that also. So let's say I want to find Tuesday. It will show me Tuesday. All Tuesdays it shows. Like this. So you can find that specific text, or you can replace that specific text by using this function. Understood? So that is about find and replace. Now we have go-to function. We have something called as go-to function. What is this go-to function? To understand this, I'm going to write two names. Writing two names. You have few students under you. So Puspa has few students. Waleed has few students. Okay. So Puspa has few students, Waleed has few students. In this list, I want to select this cell is B92. If I select the complete list, this is an array. This cell is C92. If I select, it is a complete array. I can tell computer by selecting all list of Pushpa or Puspa, and then we'll say this is Puspa list. I'll write Puspa list and then press enter. Now computer will remember that this is Puspa list. Now I will select Waleed. Now I will write Waleed list. Now computer will remember its Waleed list. How? You see, I'm clicking somewhere. I'm writing Puspa list. giving me Puspa list. If I select Walid list, it will give me Walid list. So this is naming the list. Once you name it, you now let's say you forget. Name what I have given, I forgot. I don't know what is the name. You don't have data with you. If you select the data, it will give you the name, Walid list. If you select the data, it will give you the name. But now you forget where exactly that data was. You forgot. You're somewhere else. You are in somewhere else. You want to go back to that list, but you don't remember the name of the list. So what you will do, you will press go to function. So you'll go to home, select and click on go to. If you click on go to, it will give you the complete list, all the list of whatever things you have in here. Now search for that, whatever the names are. Now in here, I have Puspa list. If I click on OK, it will take me to Puspa list. So if you forget any function, any sheet, now in GoTo, you will not see most of the functions because here I have created so many sheets and so many tables I have created with these lists. That is the reason it's too much. In your case, you will see only blank, only one or two you will see. So that is about GoTo function. GoTo function will allow you to go to name ranges which you have given. Okay. So any name range which you have given, you can go there by using this specific function. Now let's come to formatting. Before we come to this, you will take 2 minutes of break. Okay, relax, 2 minutes of break, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now we'll come to formatting. What do you mean by formatting? What exactly is formatting? In computer terms, formatting means changing. To give you an example, I am having long hair, let's say. I'm going to haircut shop, getting haircut. What I'm doing, I'm formatting my hair. Formatting means what? Changing. Changing means it can be changing the style, it can be removing the cell, I can completely go bald, or I can just shape my hairstyle to a specific level, or do anything with my hair. I'm formatting. Formatting means changing. I will write one name. So I'm writing name. I want to not change name. I want to keep it exactly the same. I want to just change the style. I want to change the style. So here, if I click on font, and when I click on B, it will make it bold. This is bold. If I click on I, it's making italics. If I click on U, it will make it underline. All these things are happening, right? All these things are happening. So all these things are happening under what? Under the font tab. So you are doing what? You are formatting the cells. Now, same thing. I'm giving a background color. I'm going to change the front color. Or let me change the background color and then I'll change the front color. So this is the font which I have. I want to take this font and I will give the alignment. You see, I'm changing again, formatting. So this is left, this is right. I'm making it in the center. I will zoom in to show you this cell. See? Now you see. So left, mid, right. I'm setting this to mid. Setting this to mid again. So now this is what? This is the cell which is having the format of black background, white font, and middle alignment. This is the formatting. Now I want to copy this cell formatting to somewhere else. Now I'm writing some other name. Let's say I'm writing Walid. I want to copy the same color style to this. So what I have to do? I have to use format painter. This is what we call it as format painter. Format means what? Styles. Painter means what? It will copy and paint that style to somewhere else. So I will click on this format painter. Now you see, I have selected this cell and I click on format painter. It has copied the cell style. Now when I click on this cell, it will paste the color of the cell. This is format painter. Now I want to do this, not in here, not in this sheet, maybe somewhere else I want to do it. I want to do this for all these cells. But what will happen now? You see, if I'm going to formatting, selecting this, I have to go back to the cell, copy the format painter, then come back and then do it. It will be a long process. I don't want to use this. Long process, I don't. I want short process. How can we do short process? I will select formatting in here. I will select the cell. Now what I will do is I will click on this cell styles. If I click on cell styles, it will give me all the cell styles which we have. I don't want these cell styles. I want to copy this cell style and I want to create it as my own. So what I will do, I will select the cell and click on this new cell style. Click on new cell style. From here, you give any name you want. Let's say we'll call it as Waleed. And then press enter. Now what will happen? Computer will remember that this cell color and everything, format which you have done, font, color of the font, alignment, everything. Whatever you have done so far, it will remember it and it will save it as Waleed. Now, if I go to any other cell and I'm selecting the cells, I can click on Waleed and everything will take the same color, font, and everything. Now also, I will select this also, and I will select this to Waleed. Let's set this to Waleed. Automatically, everything changes to that specific function. Understood? Now in this cell, this brings us to another function, which is relative reference. In today's class, we will talk about only relative and absolute reference. These two references we'll talk about, okay, for this class. After that, when you go home, practice everything with this basic to intermediate file. Open that file in your computer. Password is 123. You type that, and then you work on these files. Okay. To work on any sheet, you should remember two rules. Rule number 1. No spaces in between. There should be no spaces in between. Blank spaces here, blank spaces here. We should not have these blank spaces in between. So what we will do, we will remove this or we will delete this. How will we delete this? We will right click on here and select delete. Then we will delete this also. Right click on here and then select delete. Okay. So now you have this in a cluster. We call this as cluster. Cluster must be in their proper formats. Means what? Now you see, if I'm selecting this, you see that it says right and right alignment. I will not check this. I will not give any alignment. How do I not give any alignment? By just clicking on this. If I click on the same button again, it will remove the alignment. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove all the alignments in here. And you see that cluster must be in their proper formats. Means what? This is text. Text should be left. These are all numbers. Numbers should be on the right. Correct? These are completely on the right only. So no problem. Correct only. So this is left and these are all right. Okay, well and fine. Now I want to find the remaining value. I see. I'll just select the cells. Okay, I'll zoom in just to show you. Okay, so I have this monthly expense in here. So in this monthly expense, I want to find the remaining money. Money incoming is 1,234. 1,234 incoming money. Outgoing money is 123. 123 outgoing money. Incoming is 1234. Outgoing is 123. What is the remaining in my pocket? Remaining money in my pocket. How much? For that, what we will do is we will press equals. Equal. Why? Because if you don't press equal, computer will not calculate. You want calculator to come. So for calculator to come, you should press equals. Equal means you're bringing calculator. Okay. So I'm bringing calculator by pressing equals. Now with the calculator is in, now I will say, this is the revenue. 1,234 is the money of revenue minus expense. Expense is what? 123. I will write 123 and press enter. This will give me the money, remaining money. Correct? It's showing me 1111. Remaining amount it's showing. Now here I'm changing this revenue to some other random value. Expenses to other random value. Again, I have to change the formula. I have to write equals 3456 minus 345 or 354. Sorry. Yeah. This is the money which I have. So every now and then I am changing the formula. Every now and then I have to change the formula. Instead of this, you can simply tell computer, instead of writing the number, you can just click on the cell. Take this cell minus this cell. Do you understand? So what you are saying is, instead of writing the number 3, 4, 5, 6, you are just clicking on the cell. Take this cell minus this cell. And now when you press enter, you see it says B2. B2 is what? The cell name. B column, second row. This is the cell name, B2 minus C2. And then when I press enter, it will give me the value. Now I want to do the same thing in here, equals this minus this. Enter. Then I'm doing the same thing, equals this minus this. I'm doing the exact same thing, correct? Over and over, repeating the same step. You don't have to repeat this. You can simply select the cell, then bring your mouse on the corner and then click and drag down. It will automatically fill all the values. This is the specialty of using Excel. Let us do this again. Remaining money equals revenue minus expenses. Incoming money minus outgoing money. Press enter. Now this is the money which I have. I will bring my mouse on the edge of the point where I get from white cursor, it changes to black cursor. And from the black cursor, we will click and we can drag down all the way down like this. This is your relative reference. Relative reference means one time you give and then rest all it will automatically happen. Now coming to absolute reference. In here, now in here, I have some values. You see what I have. I want to calculate total value. Let's say I have coffee, tea, bags, shoes, shirt, trousers. Okay, I have few things in here. For coffee, 55 real. I'm buying 3 packets of coffee. How much is the total? Or how much is the subtotal? I want to calculate the subtotal of this. How much will I be making subtotal of this? So what is the subtotal? I will press equals. This is the price, 55 real. Multiply. Multiply means you should not press X. You should write star, shift 8 to put star. Here in computer, no X, no multiplication. Star you should put. So when you put star, it means multiplication. 55 multiply 3 times. 55 X 3 times. When you press enter, it will give you the value. Same thing, I can click and I can drag down. Automatically everything is given. Correct? Why? Because this is first value. When you go to the next value automatically calculating. When you go to next, automatically next value calculating. So it's calculating next by next by next values. Now in this, we have tax. I want to calculate tax. So how can I calculate tax? It says 18% GST. 18% GST. So now what I will do, I will write equals. This is 165 total. I want to get the tax of 165. I will multiply this with 18%. 18%. Now it's giving me 18% of this money. Now when I drag down, all it will bring me 18% of that money. So extra money which I should pay as a tax is 29 real for this. If it's 18%, now it's changing to 22%, then I have to pay something extra. The problem is I'm writing my values again and again in here. I'm writing numbers in here. Instead of this, if I select this number and press enter, you see what will happen? It's coming wrong. Why? You see, this red reference and blue reference. If I'm going down, red reference, blue, this red is going down also. This blue is coming down and this red is also coming down. That is the problem. If I'm bringing this blue down, red is also coming down. I don't want this red to come down. I want this red to stay there only. So what we will do is we will select this cell and press F4 from your keyboard. F4 from your keyboard. Which is F4? F4 is this. So this is this F4 key. So when you press F4 key, what will happen? It will lock. Once it's locked, now you can click and drag down, automatically all values will come together. Now you see, 18, it will stay 18 only. When I'm bringing it down, blue is going down, but red is staying the same. Understood? So this is your absolute reference. So please go home and practice. We will stop here. So go home and practice. Don't skip. You should practice everything. Okay, we'll stop the recording in here, guys, and we'll send you a recording.